Welcome to this practice of yoga for a sore back. This is a 40-minute Yin Yoga routine, so we'll be holding each pose for about 3 to 4 minutes. This will help you to decompress your spine and release any tension from your back. Begin by coming to lie on your back. Once you're lying on your back, imagine that there are magnets in your hands and your feet. These magnets will guide you to the perfect place for your hands and feet to rest. Feel free to get rid of any shakes or jiggles that you have within your body. Taking a few moments here just to rest. Allow your spine to align itself with the floor. Since you're practicing this routine of yoga for a sore back, you may have been doing some activities that caused some soreness or tension in your back. So we'll take a moment to thank the back and spine for being able to do those activities for us. And even though you're experiencing some soreness now, just know that we're going to take care of that. You're doing exactly what you should be, taking care of yourself in this moment. You can start to bring a little bit of movement back into your body, maybe moving your fingers and toes. We'll prepare for our first Yin Yoga pose. So spread your arms out wide beside you, making a T shape with your body. Have your palms facing down and gently press your palms into the floor. Slowly bring both knees towards your chest and then drop them both to the right side of your body. To go deeper into this twist, you can look over towards your left hand. We have arrived in a reclined twist, which we'll be holding for the next 3 minutes. Directing the knees lower or higher will affect where in the spine the stretch is felt. If your knees are higher, this will move the twist to the upper back, and lowering the knees will move the twist more into your lower back. You can experiment and find what works for you. Just make sure both of your shoulders stay close to the mat here. We want to avoid any floating shoulder in this pose. This pose is a great way to release tension from your spine, and you're also massaging your stomach and your digestive organs here. Direct your awareness as much internally as you can. Each time you breathe into your body, bring some of your awareness in with it. Noticing how your torso and your spine feels. We'll prepare to come out of the pose now, so slowly bring both knees back to center. Resting your feet again on the mat. We'll pause here for a few seconds. Preparing to come to the other side, bring both knees towards your chest and drop your legs to the left side of your mat. You can look right if that feels good for you. Both sides of the body are different, so you might have to experiment again here and figure out what works for you. Dragging your awareness into your body with your breath, observing how the body feels in this position. Keep sending your breath in wherever it's needed the most. And I'll let you know when it's time to come out of this twist. Enjoy your last few breaths in this twist. You can slowly come out of the pose, lifting your knees back to center. Pausing again here to take a few seconds for your back. Now you can bring both knees to your chest, this time wrapping your arms around your legs. Keep your feet side by side here, resisting the temptation to cross your ankles. We've come into air releasing pose here, which is a really nice counter pose to the reclining twists. This will help to stretch out your lower back, releasing any tension that may have been created there. We'll be here for 1 minute in total. Before we release this pose, you might like to rock from side to side, massaging your back as you do so, getting rid of any little pockets of tension or soreness that you might feel. It might also feel good to bring your hands to your knees, making little circles. Drop your feet back to the mat now and send them far away from you. Back to our starting position, finding that perfect spot for your hands and your feet. Allowing the body to absorb all of the poses that we've done so far. And bring a little bit of movement back now, maybe pointing your toes away from you so you can stretch the top of your feet, your ankles. We'll take a full body stretch here so you can reach your hands up past your head, lengthening your spine. Keep breathing, keep stretching, stretching, stretching. And with a big exhale, release everything. Our next Yin Yoga pose is Dangling Pose. So we'll be coming to stand on the mat for this one. You can have your feet about hip width distance apart. And then fold your upper body over your legs. Hands can come to hold opposite elbows. And just allow your head and neck to relax as best you can. We'll be here for 3 minutes in total. Dangling pose is an excellent stretch for your entire spine. It also helps to release tight hamstrings, which can be a cause of back soreness. Remember that you can bend your knees as much as you need to here in this pose, and you can even rest your elbows onto your thighs. As you're here, you might bring some awareness to your jaw and just allow it to loosen up here. It's not needed right now. Allow that relaxation to travel through your shoulders, along your spine, into your hips. Even though we are active in this pose, we're still trying to cultivate that relaxed yin energy. As before, breathing in will lift you slightly out of the pose with your full belly, but breathing out might help you to go a little bit deeper. It's time now to release this pose. Bring your fingertips back to the earth and slowly take a bend into your knees, guiding yourself back down into a seat on your mat. You can sit whatever way is most comfortable for you, but if you can, you might come to sit on your heels, rest your hands on your thighs. Try to straighten your spine as much as you can here, extending the crown of your head towards the ceiling. And just feel whatever you feel. For our next pose, we'll be lying on the belly. So when you're ready, you can come on down to lie on your mat again. Setting ourselves up for Sphinx pose here. Measure the distance between your elbows and then walk your elbows slightly out in front of you. Palms and forearms can come to the mat or to the floor. Take note on how this feels for you and for your back. If it feels too intense or if you experience any pain, you can just slide your elbows out further in front of you. Legs are active, so they're not completely relaxed, but they're not tense either. They're just slightly engaged. Eyes can look straight out ahead of you, or if you want to stretch your neck, you can gently drop your head. When we're out and about and the back starts to feel sore, you might notice there's a natural tendency to take a back bend. And this is exactly what we're doing here in this pose, but we're doing it in a way that we can hold it. We have the ground here supporting us, creating that gentle back bend. This is especially nice for your lower back. So as we hold this pose for the next few minutes, notice how it's making you feel. Keep guiding your breath in wherever it's needed the most. And let each exhale carry out any tension from your spine. It's time to slowly come out of this pose. Take your time here. You might have an urge to just sigh. That's okay, you can do that. You're releasing whatever your body doesn't want to hold on to anymore. We'll rest in crocodile pose by bringing the big toes together, allowing the heels to flop out towards the edges of the mat. Make a pillow with your hands and then rest a cheek onto your pillow. Legs are no longer active. Everything is completely relaxed. Again, feel free to jiggle and wiggle and get rid of anything you need to get rid of. We'll rest here for 1 minute. We're going to take the back bend a little bit deeper now by coming into seal pose. If this feels too intense for you, you can simply just repeat Sphinx pose again. Begin by bringing your palms next to your chest. Widen out your feet so they're about hip width distance apart. Now slowly start to lift your upper body up until your arms are straight or straight-ish. Looking straight ahead here, you're stretching your belly, toning your spine. We'll be here for 1 minute in total. So take this time to find your breath again. Ask your breath to guide you to any tension that is in your back. And then take the time to just soothe and release that tension as best you can. It's time now to come back down from seal pose. Slowly make your way back to your belly. Make that pillow with your hands, and this time look the opposite direction so you can stretch out your spine in the opposite way. Big toes find each other again. Heels are floppy. Everything is relaxed. Our final Yin Yoga pose for this practice is cat pulling its tail. So we'll take a little bit of time to get into this pose. There's no rush. When you're ready, make your way back towards Sphinx pose. Now rest your head into your right hand and come to lie on the right side of your body. Now you're bending your bottom leg, which is your right leg. You might be able to reach back and hold that right foot with your top hand, which is your left hand. And from here, gently roll back onto your shoulders. And then you might be able to extend that left leg over to the side. And this isn't necessary. You can keep as much of a bend in both knees as you need. Keeping that top leg straight and extended will take you into a deeper twist. You can find whatever works well for that right hand. It can continue to cradle your head, or you might stretch it out to your side. Maybe extend it up past your head. Just find whatever feels the best for you. Cat pulling its tail is a great way to open up your quad. Similar to the hamstrings, tight quads can produce back soreness, so it is nice to open them up. And again, here you have created a twist in your spine, which is very beneficial for releasing tension, for decompressing the spine and the back muscles. Take a deep breath in and fill your entire body with it. And as you breathe out, expel any tension that might be left in your back. It's time for us to slowly come out of the pose. Make your way back towards Sphinx pose. Bend your left arm so you can support your head in your left hand, and then roll to the left side of your body. Now your left knee will bend. You might be able to find the left foot with your right hand. Gently recline back onto your shoulders if you can. Use the magnet in your left hand to find the perfect place for it to rest. Similarly, with your right foot, find the perfect place for it. Somewhere where you can still feel this pose, but you're not causing any pain or tension to your body. Spending the last 3 minutes of our practice here in this pose. Once again, ask your breath to guide you to wherever it's needed the most. Relax your jaw. Soften your shoulders. Release your back muscles. Relax your hips. And relax your legs. It's time now to release the pose. From where you are, you can slowly make your way back to lie on your back. Bring your knees to your chest and give yourself a big hug here, thanking yourself for showing up and for doing this practice. When you're ready, both legs can become long again, hands and feet finding the perfect spot to rest. We've done some very deep back bends and twists, so it's really important to give your back some time here to not only absorb all the benefits of the poses that we've done, but just to relax and recover from them. Of course, it's a good idea to take as long as you can. So if you can, you might just pause the video here, or maybe once it's played out, give yourself an extra few minutes just to lie here on the floor. Release all tension from your body. Relax your jaw. Let everything drop. If you're ready to come out of your practice, start to wiggle your toes and fingers. Stretch your feet and hands. Reach your arms up past your head. Take a full body stretch. Roll slowly to your side now and just land in whatever position you land in. And from here, gently lift yourself back up, coming to sit on your mat. Ending the practice by taking 3 deep breaths together. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. I'll see you in the next one. If you enjoyed this practice, please leave this video a thumbs up, subscribe so we can practice again together in the future, and let me know how you're feeling in the comments below this video. I'll see you in the next one.